guys, happy Saturday. Welcome to a weekend vlog. I woke up really early this morning for a Saturday. I woke up around like 8:30 a.m. because our landscaper was supposed to be here at 9, but he's running behind. So that's all fine and everything, but I just finished editing my week in my life, which you guys will have seen already. We just finished that, so I'm exporting it. And then I'll make like the thumbnail and upload it to YouTube, all that fun stuff. But I had some protein pancakes, which we love. I'm in the sweatsuit because it's pretty cold out this morning and I wanted to have my breakfast outside. So it's like just below 60 degrees outside and you guys are probably like, girl, shut the F up. Yeah, it's cold for me right now because we're used to the humidity. But once I'm done once I'm done uploading everything to YouTube and getting the tags done, getting the description done and the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to make the bed and pretty much head out. I'm gonna run a few errands. We have guests coming in a few weeks, so my best friends are coming for Cinco de Mayo, so that'll be really fun. And then 2 weeks after that, my sister and her roommate are coming to visit for a few days, and then the next month my whole entire family is coming down for a long weekend. So we have a pull-out couch upstairs, which was originally in Kyle's office, and we had moved it into like our second living room is kind of what we've been calling it. We don't really know what else to call it. A lot of South Carolinians love a second living room. When we were touring houses, that is what was very apparent. So we moved the couch into the second living room that way because Kyle stays up late and he's always working late. So when people are here, I don't want them to have to kick him out of his office. All in all, we moved it into the second living room just so it's easier for everybody. I have sheets for it. I need to get 2 pillows for it and I need to get some blankets for it. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go to my favorite Home Goods, which actually isn't even in my town. We have a Home Goods here and I have given it so many chances and every single time I'm just disappointed in one, not only the service, but 2, there's just never anything good there and the line is always ridiculous. So we're going all the way to North Charleston and you guys are probably like, what do you mean all the way there? It's like far, it's like a 40-minute drive. I just think they have the best variety and everybody's super nice there and I always have luck there. So we're gonna go there. I have a few things we need to restock in the house, and then tonight Kyle and I are going out on the town, so that'll be really fun. We're seeing a DJ tonight, and it's funny because this DJ was always at the casino and we had always seen his headline, but we've never actually gone to see him. So I think it's so funny because he's definitely like a Boston native. So we're gonna go see him tonight and we'll get some dinner out as well and check out this rooftop bar. So it'll be really fun. It's a little chilly out and the outfit I had planned is like a little bit more for warmer weather, but I kind of just need to suck it up. I used to walk around in like tanks and shorts and heels in 40-degree weather in Boston in college, so we're sucking it up. I'm gonna finish getting all this admin stuff done for YouTube and then we'll get ready to run some errands and maybe I'll go for a walk or something later. But I really try not to work out on Saturdays just because I work out every single day during the week and then on Sundays, so I really try not to overdo it on Saturdays because one of my favorite weekend days for sure. All right, you guys, sorry. I thought I took out my Canon G7X battery from charging in the kitchen and I guess I literally just didn't do that. But we are here at Marshall's. I'm going to look for some blankets and some pillows for our pull-out couch for when our guests come. Hopefully they have a good selection. Honestly, traffic was super bad and I was gonna go all the way to the good one, which is like a 40-minute drive there and back. Traffic was so bad, I'm like, dude, I'm sucking it up. So hopefully they have some good stuff here because honestly the past like 7 or 8 times I've come, service is awful and the selection is awful, so crap. I want to get this for the guest room so bad because me and my best friends love espresso martinis. Alright, to my surprise I did find exactly what I was looking for. I just can't believe how freaking small that store is. I got 2 sets of 2 pillows just because I feel like they'll come in handy. Alright guys, we are putting away laundry been like 1,000,010 vlogs, but I don't mind the act of doing a chore like laundry. I just hate putting everything away. And I don't mind folding it either. I just don't want to put it away. Anyways, the landscaper should be done. From what I can see upstairs, it looks really, really nice. So I can't wait to show you guys everything once we go downstairs to go check it out, but it looks really good. I also did end up going to the Marshalls that I said I wasn't gonna go to. It was kind of a last minute kind of decision because I noticed how awful the traffic was as soon as I hit the road, and I'm like, this has to be a sign. We're not going all the way to North Charleston today. Didn't end up going, but right now I'm just counting out how many hangers I need to hang everything because I hate getting overstocked. You know what I mean? They just finished over here. It looks so freaking good. We actually just had neighbors come over to admire it, so that's pretty funny. And then this is the hydrangeas over there, so that'll be really nice. All right, you guys, so I blowed out my hair a little bit ago. I'm kind of just waiting to see if I need to like go over it or anything, because Kyle and I are going out tonight. Very excited. We've been meaning to go out for like the past couple weekends, except the first one I like kind of ruined because I had the awful idea of wearing my natural hair out. I just didn't like the way my hair was going, and overall I was like, no, we're not going out. My hair is awful. It was frizzy. I tried to fix it and I was wearing my natural curly hair and it just wasn't doing anything. But we got ourselves a glass of wine. We need to get some wine glasses. We do not have any wine glasses. I should have just got them at Marshall's today because I did see some cute ones. Whatever. We have some Chardonnay from when I went to go get chicken piccata, or like the ingredients for chicken piccata, and the recipe said I needed this. So we're not big drinkers at all, like in the slightest. Like we probably drink once every few months, so we just like don't have a ton of alcohol in the house. It will probably just take a while to go through the bottle, so I'm just like, you know what, let me just have a glass of wine while I get ready. I do prefer Pinot Grigio, but whatever. We're starting off with our glow recipe, watermelon hue drops. I rave about these all the time, and I told you guys in my week in my life that they're my #1 seller on, oh, I should have washed my hands before I just did that because I just had a hamburger. Oh my god, that was so gross to me. Okay, we're washing this off. Sorry, I can't go on knowing that I just did that. You know what, maybe I should do my Q&A because I did say I was gonna do a Q&A and I just never did. Yeah, we're gonna do the Q&A. Hold on. I asked you guys on TikTok and on YouTube. So, what is the best thing of your move that you didn't expect? I'm gonna say forming a brand new routine. If you guys know me, then you guys know that I'm very, very routine driven. I have habits that I stick to pretty much every day. Like I wake up at a certain time, work out, I do my journaling, I do my planner. It's been really fun like trying to figure out a routine here, and like obviously it's a little different because I don't have a job yet, manifesting that. I don't see the need to wake up as early as I used to anymore. I don't need to wake up at like 4:45 anymore to go to like workouts that I needed to go to. So I've just been like really kind of toying with like different times to wake up, and obviously like creating the home gym. Kyle is the sweetest soul ever, and he like really prioritized that for me because he knows how much working out means to me. So I was very thankful that he was willing to, one, provide it for me, and two, escalate it for me, because I was like, oh my god, like I need to move my body, you know? So yeah, I guess my favorite thing about moving so far that I didn't expect was forming a new routine, because like I really had like no idea what my routine was gonna look like here. Next question is, how much are you missing your friends and family? I physically don't think I'd ever be able to leave mine. I love my husband, but I don't think I could move that far away with just him and our dog. So I am very, 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 very close with my family. It's like my mom and my dad, I don't go a day here without talking to them. I text my mom and my dad every single morning. Typically, my dad is definitely like the most like needy parent. to like talk on the phone. Like even before I moved here, my dad and I would always talk on the phone once or twice a day. Like that's just kind of like our thing. I value that time, and I'll tell you guys something that like honestly makes me so emotional. Oh, should I even say it? Because it like actually can make me cry. Basically, when I was traveling down the East Coast with Kyle during our road trip after we graduated, we treated ourselves to doing that, to just like explore the East Coast and like maybe see where we wanted to live. South Carolina obviously was a top contender, but like I was at the beach and my grandfather called me and I almost didn't answer, and God bless. Literally, I like literally was letting it ring because I'm like, oh, I don't want to sound busy when I'm on the phone with my grandfather. And like, that was literally the last time I talked to him. We're gonna get over that quick. But I answer the phone no matter what all the time now. So that is why also. So that's that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. So I miss my parents, my family, my brother and my sister literally every single day. Like that's why I talk to them every single day. I have these little things that I do every single day here that keeps me in the loop with my family. And then I also text Kyle's mom every single day. Everybody has a set date as to like when they're coming to visit me, which has like obviously helped, but like obviously in a dream world, like everyone I love would move here, but I miss them every single day. It definitely was not easy moving all the way down here without them, but honestly I wouldn't have traded it for the world, because not only are Kyle and I finally getting to live together for the first time in our lives, figuring out adulting together, and he's genuinely my best friend and I look up to him so much. It's been fun navigating like this new life together, and yeah, I wouldn't want to have it any other way. Next question is, how many times a week do you call your mom? When I moved, it was 7 to 10 times. I call my mom, well, so it so depends. Like if I'm having like a predicament, or like if I'm having some sort of existential crisis, I will call her between 1 to 3 times a day. But I always keep a routine. Like my mom and I will text like throughout the day, but I always FaceTime her at night before I'm going to bed, just so we can like talk about each other's days. And if there's one thing about my mom, is that she's super passionate when it comes to conversations. I do love talking to her right before I go to bed, because obviously she's my mom and like I love talking to my mom. I definitely call my mom and my dad a ton, like way more than probably any 25-year-old does. But yeah, I remember in college, one of my roommates was like, you have to like train your mom and dad, like don't answer the phone when you don't want to. And I'm like, here's the thing, so like I'll try to do that. I've done it like once or twice when I was down here, because like we were out to dinner. I will feel so guilty and I will let the guilt ruin the whole wherever we are. I'm like, I'm sorry, like I have to call my dad back. Like I feel way too much guilt. I'm like, what if he needs something? So yeah, I just have an insane amount of guilt, and like my future kids, you better be so grateful. I'm just always reachable no matter what. Okay, what's the biggest change you've noticed since moving to South Carolina? In myself, I would say motivation. I feel way more motivated here. I've been saying this a few times, but I've been interviewing for jobs, and you guys are probably like, what? Didn't you just start Camfluence? But I started that more as like a passion project, because I do love social media management and I do have a ton of knowledge in the field, and I need something to keep me busy and keep my mind at work, you know what I mean? So I mean, I've been planning out Camfluence since in November. So I mean, I've been planning on it for a while now. Like when I get a job, I'm obviously gonna have to like scale it back, but like nothing's gonna stop me over the weekend. I'm someone that's just very driven and very motivated, but I definitely feel way more motivated down here, because I feel like you guys know this, when I lived in Massachusetts, my mood was literally dependent on the weather. And I feel like every Massachusetts native can relate. Like if it's raining, I'm in bed all day, or like I'm in some sort of mood. My mood is so dependent on the weather, and it's sunny and warm here every single day. So, I mean, I'm just overall happier. I've been looking for jobs since February, and by the grace of everything, I've been interviewing with the most incredible companies ever. I'm so impressed with myself, and I know what I bring to the table. At my previous company, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this either. Basically, I was interviewing for a role, a very specific role at my previous company, and it had gotten filled by my now best friend. We talk every single day, and honestly, I was super disappointed. Like, it was just the coolest company, and if you're from New England, like, it is a very well-known company. So I was just so excited about the role, whatever. Got filled, and lo and behold, they created a role just for me because they saw how much value I'd bring. They just overall believed in me, and no one can say that. Like literally not a single person can say that, oh, I interviewed for corporate and they liked me so much, they created a role specifically for me. So I know that I brought a lot. I got along super well with everybody there. And something that's unique about my job is that, or my previous job, was that I got to see every aspect of the company. Like it was just so cool. Like genuinely, I'm pretty sure I knew like everybody there. So I just felt really special for literally coming in, shaking up the place a little bit. The respect from the president of the company, the respect from the CEOs, the executives, like I was very close to all of them, and not every employee can say that. So it was a really cool experience, and I will genuinely never forget that job at all. And obviously every job has its like downs and whatever. I say this every time in an interview when they're like asking me what my greatest accomplishment was. I'm always going to say, so-and-so created a role just for me because they saw how much value I brought to the table. Like, that's an insane accomplishment. So I always aim to say that. Did I just go on a full tangent? I don't even know if that looped back, but yeah, the biggest change I've seen in myself since moving to South Carolina is how much motivation I have. I'm interviewing with crazy companies. Like I'm interviewing so well. I feel good. Like I feel overall way more motivated here. Okay, next question. Okay, what's something that you struggled with moving that you never really thought of? I don't know. I have like two things that come to mind. How emotional I was moving. Like I was fine for the whole entire week of moving, and then like the night before or like the day before and the day of, I was just so emotional, like leaving my family and whatnot. I like didn't expect how emotional I was gonna be. My mom says, and she will always say, like I knew exactly how it was gonna go. She literally called it, and it's literally just because I'm so close with my family. Like my family is the reason for who I am today. Like I owe everything to my family. And then the other thing was just how much stuff you need. Kyle and I have only lived together once in our life, and that was when we lived in a Boston apartment, which is so crazy. If I go back and watch those videos, I'm just like, oh my god, like I wish I enjoyed that time more in my life when I was living in it, because I was just so stressed the whole entire time because I lived with like 5 boys and I thought my life was ending, and I thought I was just so dramatic for no reason. I wish I enjoyed that a lot more. And obviously we're not gonna get like the full capacity because 1, we were in college, and 2, we just didn't have a whole ton of privacy and whatnot. That didn't really count, I guess. So we just like didn't have anything to our names at all. Like we had to buy furniture. Just like didn't even realize like how much went actually into it. No, I just definitely wasn't expecting like how much stuff you need for like a first house. Cost of living, without getting TMI/too personal about finances, can you just discuss that a little? My boyfriend and I are from up north and considering moving down south too. Okay, started literally, like you guys can probably look back at my vlogs. Like I just went through a time where I was like, I'm not spending money on anything. Like I ripped off all my nails, did my nails myself. I just fully was like, I'm not spending any money because I have student loans, I have a car payment. So like I just had a lot like I needed to pay for, and I was just like buying a bunch of clothes like all the time, and I just literally didn't need that. I was getting my nails done like twice a week, or not twice a week, once every 2 weeks. Like it was just so unnecessary. So once I knew that we were like seriously looking at houses, I cut down on absolutely everything, and I was able to save up a good amount of money. So I mean, if you're considering moving down south too with your boyfriend, I would just highly recommend like cutting down on all your costs, because things add up so quickly. I would say it's a little bit cheaper down here. The only way it kind of gets you is the sales tax around here. It's like 8 to 10%. Something like that. But property taxes and income tax, I think, is the best thing about it down here. I could be wrong. Kyle knows a lot more about that stuff than I do. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'm searching for a job, save up a bunch of money beforehand, move back home with your parents if you're able to. You don't have bills to pay for during that time, and also that's just time with your family that you'll never get back. How has it been changing your workout schedule routine since moving? When we first moved down, I didn't really know what to do because like I obviously didn't have a gym membership, and I didn't want to get one because I don't know anywhere around here. So I was just like, that's like dumb for me to do that. So I pretty much just picked up running again and was doing that for like a good couple weeks before we bought our Peloton. stuff. Very much still stick to like a good workout routine. I'll always work out first thing in the morning. I feel like I've always been like that. I definitely try to like be as like what I know is normal. Yeah, and if I have to work out in the afternoon, it's fine, but I definitely prefer a morning workout over a afternoon workout. How is the process of getting your license and car registered and changing all the important things? Stuff like that. I want to move to Florida, but that is what I'm most nervous about. It's definitely not something I would hold back you moving on, because yes, it's very tedious and it's a little scary. My anxiety shoots up anytime I have to go to like a government building, the DMV. Like I'm always expecting the worst case scenario. So I definitely was very anxious about it too, but I have a very smart boyfriend who does a ton of research, so he had it all in the bag. But basically just look up like your local DMV's website, like look at what you need to have. We had to have our social security card, 2 bills that showed where our residence was at each. So make sure you change your bank address right away, like as soon as you figure out where you're living, close on the house, like you need to do that ASAP. I almost wish I did it earlier, but the way we did it ended up working out anyways. And for getting your car registered, all you really needed was your proof of insurance, your new license, and I think your birth certificate. But I do know that registering the car was a lot easier than getting your license. And then we also had to pay property taxes on our car before we could register the car here as well. Oh my god, I just thought of something that I wasn't expecting when I moved here. I didn't know down south that you literally carry an insurance ID card. That sounds so foreign to me. I was like, what? Like you carry an ID card of insurance? That's crazy. Next question is, what does Kyle do again? There's a ton of questions in this question. Okay, what does Kyle do again? So Kyle is, one, he owns his own business. He trades securities. He does a ton of stuff that has to do with like the market and whatnot. And 3, he does architecture as well. Is your family planning to move closer to you? My dad says once Kira's graduated, if we're still liking it here, then he'll move. Do you have family in Charleston? No, I do not. We know literally 0 people here. And is both your family upset you moved far away? Yes. Both of our families were very upset when we were moving, but they fully supported our decision. I will always have like a soft spot for Massachusetts, obviously, because like that's where I grew up, all the things, whatever. I like my favorite things I like to do there. But yeah, both of our families were upset with us moving, but like they love and support us so much. How did you know what aesthetic you wanted to go with your house? Also, I watch your videos. They always bring me comfort. Live, love, Cam. Oh, thank you. I originally wanted modern coastal. I love coastal so much, but the issue is that Kyle does not like coastal in the slightest. So I knew Kyle really loves contemporary modern, so I was really trying hard to merge the 2 styles, and honestly I was just so overwhelmed that I hired an interior designer, and luckily the interior designer is one of my really good friends from college. Her name's Phoebe. If you guys live anywhere near Tennessee, her name's Phoebe Louise Interiors, and she does a phenomenal job. So we hired her to kind of help us narrow down things, and she helped us so much. But honestly, so here's my issue, is that like I would like things on paper, and then when we actually went shopping, I liked something completely different. Like even Kyle's mom and my mom were like, I would never picture you liking this, and then like lo and behold, I loved it in store. But I feel like I did a good job of like merging our 2 styles for sure. Like I made sure Kyle liked everything before I bought anything. I made sure to like tie in some coastal, because that's just like, hello, we live in Charleston. Okay, and the last question I'll get to is, hi Cameron, how do you like living in Charleston? I overall love living here. I think it was one of the best decisions Kyle and I have ever made, and we're very happy here. Okay, that was fun. I'm glad I did that. But now I'm just gonna touch up my hair really quick, and then we're gonna pick out our outfit. Hello you guys, happy Sunday. We slept the heck in. I was honestly hoping to sleep in a little bit more. Kyle and I were out until like 2 in the morning. Honestly, beverages were had, and was not feeling too hot before I went to sleep, but I feel better now, so we're good. So yeah, it's like 12:40, and I'm gonna put on a bathing suit because the UV's 8 right now, and I'm gonna go sit outside at our backyard that was just redone. Looks absolutely freaking phenomenal, like way above expectations. So I'm gonna go lay outside and kind of rot this Sunday. Well deserved, I feel like. What else? Yeah, we went to Citrus Club, which is like a rooftop bar. So cool. And then we went to Trio to see Costa, and it's so funny because whenever Kyle and I were in Boston and we're around Memoir at the casino, he was literally the person playing every single weekend. So it's like kind of funny because we never ever got to give Costa a chance in Boston when we lived there. But he absolutely killed it. I thought it was such a good set, and I would absolutely go see him again. Like, Kyle and I are very big like party EDM music type people, so it was so fun. Like, we just like old time music that like is put into a remix, and I feel like a lot of people do too. So it was very much that vibe, and it was just so fun. We met the nicest people out, which is great because Kyle and I need to make some friends here. So yeah, we got along with pretty much everybody. It was so fun, such a vibe, and definitely would go back. And I definitely recommend the bar and the little club we went to. So it was so fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna change my bathing suit. We're gonna lay outside. All right, you guys, I've been outside for like a little over an hour, and Kyle had the genius idea of just using our cushions from our patio couch, and I have a towel underneath just so that it's like protected. But oh my god, genius, because I hate laying down on my tummy to tan my back. So Kyle is a literal genius. So anyways, I'm enjoying the backyard. It's so much nicer out here, and we're probably gonna go grocery shopping in a few. All right, you guys, it's a little bit later. Kyle and I went grocery shopping. We did a pretty big grocery shop, I will say. We were just like out of a few things that we normally don't have to buy all the time, so that's usually where it gets us. But I am gonna start making dinner a little bit earlier tonight just because I'm really hungry. Kyle was good with that. So I'm gonna make one of our favorite comfort meals that both our parents make, and it's just yellow rice, which by the way, Kyle found us a huge stack of Goya yellow rice. If you guys haven't been keeping up with me on like TikTok or here, literally been sold out everywhere. So like Target didn't have it, Teeter's didn't have it, Publix didn't have it, Lowe's didn't have it, like nobody had it. And I was just like, dude, is there a recall on this product? Like our place pans are starting to get so bad, but what to do, you know? Like, they're freaking so expensive, so I'm a little surprised right now. I'm gonna start dinner right now. I'm freaking starving, and yeah, but so we got like 5 packs of the Goya rice so that way we can just have them on deck. We aren't joking around when it comes to rice, all right? So yeah, Kyle organized this, and we like kind of moved like chocolate stuff over here just because like we don't really ever reach for chocolate unless like we're fiending for some chocolate. So I just moved all the Easter chocolate that we got. Let's cook some dinner. I'm starving. Just cleaned up everything. Now I need to vacuum down here, but first things first, I need to switch the laundry. This bedroom literally is so cozy at night. I love it so much. But anyways, I'm gonna shower and pretty much get ready for bed. It's like 7:12. Cleaned all of downstairs. I cleaned their bathroom, so that's good. Our shower should be ready to take a shower in, but I just have a feeling like it just won't work out. So I'm gonna shower in the guest bathroom maybe one more time, and then we'll switch back over to our master bathroom.